What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Heru the Guru, aka Soccer God. I'm Studio One Live Productions. I'm right and you're wrong. Podcast. This is the college football ranking show right now. And I'm very intrigued on what I'll think about the rankings today. Uh, it's a lot that has happened. Oh, I'm gonna have my little phone on over here. But yeah, it's a lot of shakeup that's went down in these college football rankings. What's what I got a comment in there. Okay. Most intriguing is Clemson. That's gonna intrigue me. Shocked that they lost. Well, not really, because everybody gave us a lot of heat when we struggled with Louisville. But hey, I don't know what to say. Now I ranked the top one lost teams, and we're about to get into that right now. Entire screen, because I got a few tabs to show you guys. We eating peaches, y'all. As y'all know, I had Georgia as ranked number one lost team. Texas 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4. Clemson and Texas A&M fell. Ooh, I guess we got to move SMU up in these rankings. Let's look at some of these scores, man. FIU get it done against New Mexico State, 34-13. That's that's the Raging Cajuns. Billy Napier's former team, 23-17. Sam Houston State in a defensive battle wins 9-3. Liberty knocked off by Jacksonville State, 31-21. That's an upset. Western Kentucky handles business against Kennesaw State. Tulane smashes Charlotte by 31 points. South Florida handles Florida AU, Florida Atlantic University. UConn beats Georgia State. Boise State looking impressive, looking like the at-large lock right now. UTSA upsets Memphis in the shootout. Oklahoma does what it's supposed to do to Maine. Look at Ole Miss puts up 63 against Arkansas. Okay, Ole Miss, we know at times y'all gonna light it up, but at times y'all offense just disappear. Ohio State, they squeak out a close one, 20-13 against Penn State. This is inept offense. You mean to tell me Penn State defense is that good? They hold y'all to 20 points. Ohio State, this is the lowest scoring Ohio State team I've ever seen. Minnesota getting the upset at Illinois, 25-17. NC State, as expected, blows out Stanford. Buffalo beats Akron. Syracuse comes from behind and beats Virginia Tech with they tied up and they win it in overtime. Wow. What a fourth quarter. Toledo squeaks out a 1-point victory at Eastern Michigan University. Northwestern overtime victory against Purdue. Army knocks off Air Force, and Miami throttles Duke 53-31. Auburn was the favorite, and I was shocked. I said they still disrespecting Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt is battle tested, bro. No way, Jose. There's no way you could tell me Vanderbilt should have been an underdog. +8, that was an easy pick. Okay, UAB wakes up, beats Tulsa, 59-21. App State 28-20 over Old Dominion. And look at this. Florida State inept offense managed to score 11 points. Gets beat 35-11 handedly. Texas Tech squeaks out 1-point victory over Iowa State. And this is going to shake up the Big 12. It's going to be interesting when I go and look through these standings. Houston upset Kansas State. That put a wrinkle in it. That might have opened the door for Colorado. This loss might have opened the door for Colorado to make the Big 12 championship game. It's going to have those Colorado, those Buff fans going crazy. UCF destroys Arizona. Where has this offense been? I don't know. Middle Tennessee State knocks off UTEP. UCLA knocks off Nebraska. UCLA been playing pretty good of late. Indiana knocks off Michigan State 47-10. And they're being disrespected. They're being told that their schedule isn't good enough. They're being told that they lose to Ohio State, they're going to get left out, which is mind-boggling to me. You know, they don't have no room for error, but they'll allow Ohio State all the error room in the world. You know, let's stop it. Marshall beats UL Monroe 28-23. Oregon beats Michigan 38-17. I can't wait to Oregon lose. They got them. They're gonna get mollywopped in the playoff. I can't wait. OK State gets beat by Arizona State 42-21. Wyoming beats University of Mexico 49-45. Troy 38-24 over Coastal Carolina, and Rice 24-10 over Navy. Now we've hearing reports that Shannon Dawson could be wanting to take the Rice job. I don't know. I wouldn't do it if I was him. Mississippi State 45-20. Hawaii 21-20 over Fresno. And Washington Huskies knocks off USC. USC is just having a terrible year this year. Georgia Southern 34-30 over University of Southern Alabama. Look at Louisville. Knocks off Clemson 33-21. That is going to shake it up. I don't know what to say. Iowa, 42-10 over Wisconsin. Tennessee pulls it out. They were looking like they weren't going to be able to do it against Kentucky. They did it. And I love the fact that South Carolina knocked off Texas A&M. Because my co-host claims Texas A&M was the best team in the SEC. I don't know about that now. And look at SMU. I kind of figured Pitt was a little bit overrated. Let's just say that. And SMU looks like it's going to be a Miami SMU ACC championship game. Rhett Lashlee, another Mario, former Miami guy that Mario has to take down. This is about to be interesting. So with that said, I want to take a sneak peek at week 11. Let me see what's going on. Any deciding games in the next 2 weeks. Let's see. MAC play, nothing to be, although I do like to run a special on my MAC Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday games. When they start to play that Tuesday, Wednesday game, I love correlated parlays on these MAC games. And we're going to get into that. Usually the points, and it goes back and forth with the over and under. You got to look at a few things to tell you that, but they usually go hand in hand. So, matter of fact, that's this coming Tuesday. That's coming in a few days on Election Day. And then you got these Wednesdays games. Miserable Mondays. I might do a little section with these games because there don't be nothing to bet on Mondays. Going into Tuesday and Wednesday, I might do a 2-day parlay with 2 teams. With actually, might be an 8-teamer because I might go with the points and I'm gonna pick the over and under. I'm gonna take these points and pick the over and under. I'm gonna probably definitely take these points and pick the over and under. Maybe I'm gonna look at it in depth. We'll go over that on the Miserable Mondays video. Let's go. All right, none of these games matter to me. Cal Wake. That's gonna be an interesting game just because we play Wake next week. After Georgia Tech off our bye. Let's see, Iowa, UCLA, nothing. Okay, Florida, Texas. Texas is a what now? See, if they had Lagway, man, I hate Florida lost Lagway, man, because they could have knocked off Georgia fourth, and I would have liked them against Texas. But right now, they're scrambling. I think Texas go ahead and do it. I still doubt they can beat them by 18. We'll see. Miami's only 12.5 at GT, huh? So they're predicting Georgia Tech gonna give us some problems on this scoring on us. 12 noon game. I like these noon games. I like to get our game out the way with while we watch everybody else fall. Okay? Everybody else fall. Syracuse, Boston College. That'll be interesting in that game just to see if Syracuse can do what they continue their momentum. But we played them the last game of the year. That's gonna be interesting. Minnesota Rutgers, no concern. Purdue All State, no concern. Anybody else in this Duke, NC State, no concern. Clemson beat Tech. I mean, Clemson needs to win. Virginia Tech just lost. They allowed Syracuse to come back. That kind of knocked them out because I was looking at Virginia Tech. I said, they got one loss in the ACC. And if they can win out, they can cause some issues. But they also want to beat Clemson. Clemson already they have a loss. They'll make Clemson have 2 losses. They'll have 2 losses in conference play. It could be a messy 2-tie. But SMU, they're undefeated right now. They got to draw 2. I don't think they're going to do it. Ole Miss and Georgia, that's going to be a great game. Colorado, Texas Tech, good game in the Big 12. Let's see. South Carolina, Vandy, good. Look at these boys. They both 6-2 against the spread, 7-2 against the spread. Boy, you win and you bet with them. You win it. Tennessee, Mississippi, no concern. Maryland, Oregon, no concern. FSU, Notre Dame, only a +3 underdog. That is alarming. I think that's not right. That can't be right. They must think Notre Dame ain't really not that good. Alabama, LSU, this is an elimination game. Whoever lose that, they can hang their doors and say nice season. I'm looking for SMU. They don't play nobody this week. Apparently they might have a bye. Let's look at November 12th through 16 real quick. Let me see. More MAC Tuesday games. Wednesday, can't wait. I'm going to be betting on MAC in the next 2 weeks. Let's see. Texas, Arkansas, unconcerning. Although Arkansas might give them a little bit of trouble. Louisville, Stanford, unconcerning. Boston College, SMU. Okay, Boston College can do something. Boston College can do something. There's going to be a lot of teams rooting for Boston College in the ACC. Miami is not one of them. I'm going to just let you know that. Interesting. Colorado is a 7-point underdog 2 weeks in advance to a Utah team. Interesting. Ohio State, Navy, Clemson, Pitt. Okay. Clemson need to beat Pitt, but SMU done beat Pitt, so that's that. Clemson just basically got eliminated. I think that was an elimination game, man. They let Louisville beat them. I don't see them getting back into it at all. Syracuse, Cal. I don't see no opportunities. I got to go 3 weeks in the future now. Week 13. I just don't see Clemson being able to fight. I think they've been eliminated officially. Not officially, mathematically not. But probability-wise, it's over for them. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna be a big game. Ohio State, Indiana. Right now they got Indiana as a 10-point underdog. I love them points. I love them. Let me look at them. I'm looking for ACC games to close out. SMU, Virginia. That's so easy for them. They gonna blow them out. I think SMU is pretty much done locked themselves on in the door. Pitt, Louisville, that don't matter. I mean, Pitt, they only got one loss, so. But SMU don't look like they're gonna lose a game. I don't see SMU losing the game. They need to lose 2 for some teams. I don't see them losing at all. We eat peaches, man. I don't see them losing the game at all. Looks like it's the only way things can get iffy if Miami drop a game, and then you open the door for a few, Clemson and who was SMU last game, man? Pitt, BC. That's unconcerning. Who was SMU last game? Probably somebody easy. FSU, Florida, South Carolina, Clemson. They play Cal. And Cal go to SMU, so they don't got to travel. I think Cal can give them a problem, but they got an easy schedule, man. SMU, pretty much that game against Pitt was the championship game, y'all. Was the championship game. Now look at this: Texas, Tennessee, Georgia. And the top 3 one-loss teams now left. You got Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Alabama, LSU. That's why Alabama, LSU is an elimination game. You still got Georgia, Tennessee, and Texas. They all gonna have 2 losses. It's just what's gonna happen. Matter of fact, let's look at it. Let's go to the SEC real quick. Look at the remaining games. We got Georgia, Texas, and Tennessee. All got 1 loss. Who is most likely to go undefeated the rest of their way? Well, we know Georgia and Tennessee play each other, so that's going to be an elimination game. Now, Ole Miss can climb themselves back in it if they can beat Georgia next week. With the 2 losses, they can shake everything up, which will leave Texas and Tennessee the only 1 loss remaining teams. Okay. Which then Georgia has a chance to put that 1 loss on Tennessee to give Tennessee their 2 losses. Georgia have 2 losses. And Ole Miss will have 2 losses. Texas is the only one remaining with 1 loss. See what's their schedule looking like. You got Florida, Arkansas, Kentucky. Oh, Texas got the easiest road. Oh, man, they play Florida, that's wounded. They are Arkansas, Kentucky, that's wounded. They got Texas A&M, man. I got to pencil Texas in. Because even if they lose to Texas A&M, they're going to have a 2 loss, 2 losses. And let's look at Texas A&M real quick. They play Mexico, Auburn. They only got 1 conference loss. So they can, if Texas A&M can win out, Texas A&M the only one control their destiny. They went out. Obviously, Tennessee do too with 1 loss. They went out. They there. They got the easiest road. They shouldn't have lost that South Carolina game. They beat Auburn and Texas. Texas A&M in. They beat Auburn and Texas. They in. If they lose to Texas, they have 2 losses, and they're gonna go into this SEC madness. Okay, Tennessee got 1 loss. I know they wish they had that Arkansas game back. They play Mississippi State. That's easy. They play Georgia. The only hard game which I think Georgia, and they got to go to Georgia. So I think that is a loss at Tennessee. If they can pull it out, then hey, Tennessee deserves to go in there and meet Texas, or the winner of the Texas A&M game. So basically, the SEC going to get decided. Well, it's going to take 2 weeks. It's going to take 2 weeks. But what we got to figure out is who's going to win the Georgia Ole Miss game next week. That's going to determine driver seats. Okay, Ole Miss win is going to be pandemonium, 2 losses everywhere. Elimination games the rest of the year in the SEC. If Georgia wins, that eliminates Ole Miss more than likely because they already got 2 conference losses and they don't have nobody else to make it up. So Ole Miss, you're in the elimination game. If you can win this game, you'll have a victory against Georgia, which would be a very good victory amongst the 2 lost teams. I don't know how the SEC tiebreaker is gonna. I don't know how they tiebreak. We got to start looking at the tiebreaker rules for the SEC because it's finna be. We're gonna need it. We're about to need it. Tennessee got the easiest road, but they got a 1 loss already against Arkansas, so if they get over the hump against Georgia. That gives Georgia 2 losses. It could be 3 if they lose to Ole Miss. If Georgia lose to Ole Miss, there's no way Georgia's going to lose to Tennessee. So this SEC is about to really heat up. I mean, it's about to heat up. You got Texas A&M. They can win it at the end if they beat Texas. Then you have Tennessee and Georgia. One of them gonna lose to each other. One of them are gonna lose to each other. So Texas A&M pretty much can't get there still. They're gonna have to win against Texas at the end. That's gonna be a bomb burner. Look at Vanderbilt 6-3 in the conference. Missouri and LSU and Alabama still got a chance. You know, Alabama got to win this game. As a matter of fact, who Alabama play? Let's look at Alabama because LSU, they got an easy road. They win that, they should win on out. And they're going to be 2 losses sitting in there. Missouri 2 losses. Let me see. They lost Texas A&M and Alabama. Oh, they 2 losses. Ugly. They don't got nobody in it, so they pretty much not too much in it. Let me see who else. What else? 2 lost teams going on here. LSU. Yeah, let me look at LSU. LSU. Okay. Alabama game big, and then that's it. Florida, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma. Although Florida, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma could beat them, give them posing problem. But as far as mixing it up, Alabama, this is it. This is y'all game. This is one of the biggest games in the SEC that could be in it. But so that's gonna be interesting to watch that. Now the Big Ten is my concern. They're claiming Indiana lose Ohio State, they're out, which is unheard of to me. So now I want to know, what is the Big Ten's tiebreaker? Because head-to-head, obviously, and then Ohio State beat Penn State and Indiana. So they will have the legitimate head-to-head over them. So Indiana just need to win. It's unfortunate it comes out this way, but they need Oregon to lose, man, and I don't think they're gonna do it. Let me see who Oregon play. Let me see who Oregon play. Oregon Ducks. Let's see that. Maryland, Wisconsin, Washington. Oh man, they got an easy road, man. This is an easy road. Yeah, they set them up. They set Oregon up. They set them up. Wisconsin playing bad. Maryland playing bad. Washington is the only hope to cause chaos in the Big Ten. I doubt it. So we might as well shoot Oregon on it to the Big 12 championship game. But as far as it's cut and dry. It's cut and dry right now. Ohio State got a game lead in Penn State. So they need Ohio State. Everybody need Ohio State to lose another game. Indiana and Oregon basically is in the driver's seat. They went out. They're in. There's no other question marks about it. They lose Ohio State. They give Ohio State a chance to rematch. I got to look at Ohio State schedule. Let me look at their schedule. Who else they play? Indiana. That's it. I mean, they should beat Michigan. They struggling this year. Indiana. That's gonna be for the championship. Who gets the championship berth with Oregon? I mean, I'm being honest. They beat Michigan State 38-7, Iowa 35, Nebraska 20. Man, I'm just be honest. Indiana, common opponents. They doing better, man. They beat Nebraska, told them up. Michigan State, they beat them 47-10 in Michigan State. Man, I think Indiana better than Ohio State. Now, will Indiana crack? Cause the pressure too big for them? That remains to be seen. But it's cut and dry in the Big Ten. It's coming down to the Indiana-Ohio State game. Bottom line. Now the question remains, when this playoff ranking come out Tuesday, do they give Penn State a bump? Now, ACC, Clemson just eliminated themselves. Syracuse, Louisville, Virginia Tech. I mean, so Pitt Panthers, SMU, they undefeated in conference. So it's SMU Miami. I mean, let's Miami lose and go get into a one-loss scenario here. I don't see it. I don't see it. I like our middle teams better than their middle team. USC is trash this year. Maryland, Rutgers, Michigan. Oh my goodness. And then now it's BYU. Kansas State done lost 2. Colorado done lost 2. Iowa State only lost 1. Let me look at their schedule. This is to see if Colorado can make the playoffs here. I gotta look at Iowa State and Colorado. I know Kansas State beat them, so they got a 1-game lead. Iowa State got 1 conference loss. They played Kansas, Cincinnati, Utah, Kansas State, which they're going to lose again. They sure can. And then when we look at Colorado, they only got 1 loss in the conference. They played Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, Oklahoma State. So it was still too much football to play. It looked like everybody chasing BYU. But Colorado is back in it. They back in the game because they needed Iowa State to lose, as I was saying in the last college meeting. You feel me? Now that they lost, that opened the door for the Buffaloes. And let me see. They lost to K-State and Nebraska. Let me look at it. Let me look at this here. K-State. Oh, Nebraska in the Big 12, so that ain't even a loss for that. Let me look at Kansas State remaining schedule. But it's going to determine, you feel me, whether or not Kansas State gets the nod because they got 2 conference losses. Oh, they got 2 conference losses. So Colorado is in the driver's seat now. They control their own destiny. Okay. Iowa State with 1 loss. They play Kansas State, which going to probably they probably rooting for Kansas State in this game because to get both of them 2 losses. So Iowa State and Kansas State have 2 conference losses. But theoretically, I don't know. They're gonna want because if they lose, if Colorado lose to what this is, they play Texas Tech. That's gonna give them 2 losses, and then now you got a scramble in the Big 12, right? Kansas. Ooh, it's kind of open. It's open. You got Arizona State still alive. Kansas State got a tiebreaker over Colorado if they have 2 losses. So Colorado just need to beat Texas Tech, man. That's just the bottom line to it. That's the bottom line. Texas Tech, let me see. They lost to Washington State. They lost to Baylor, lost to TCU. Man, Colorado should be able to beat them, man. They should be able to beat them, man. I'm being honest. Now they do got to go to Texas Tech, but they should be able to beat them. If they beat them, they in. They in. Now, what I will say is, in order for them to make the playoffs, they're going to have to win the Big 12. Because I don't think a 2-loss Colorado, let's say they win out. Let's say Colorado wins out 8-2, 9-10. 10-2. That would be great for the Buff fans if they could finish 10-2. Ooh, we wouldn't have never thought that, especially with them struggling against North Dakota State, getting smoked by Nebraska. And then they snapped out of it, went on a 3-game losing streak, lose a 2-point game. They beat Arizona, they beat Cincinnati. They could beat Texas Tech, man. They is in the Big 12 championship because I don't see Utah. Well, they got Utah favorite, actually. Matter of fact, let me look at Utah. Why is Utah favorite? They 4-4. No. That was a wrong point spread they got posted up there. No way, Jose. I don't see nobody else beating Colorado other than Texas Tech. If they can beat Texas Tech, they're in the Big 12 championship game. Now, can they beat BYU? That's a whole nother issue. I'm proud of them. Coach Prime done got it together. They got it together. 6-2. This is a beautiful season for him. Okay? Despite all the Buffs, crazy fandom, despite it all, this is a great season. He's bowl eligible, but they're looking at more than just being bowl eligible right now. Because if they finish 6 and something, that's a disappointment. I'm sorry. It'll be a disappointment. Because we got playoffs. We're sniffing playoffs here in the Colorado fandom. They sniffing it. I believe they're sniffing it. I'm sniffing it too. But they got to win the Big 12. They're not letting a 2-loss Big 12 team get in there. They're not. As a matter of fact, I can see them letting a 1-loss BYU at large in if y'all beat them in the Big 12 championship. because y'all get an automatic bid and a one-loss BYU team who beat the SMU runner-ups. Let's just say runner-ups, because they're going to play Miami in the ACC championship, looks like, and they'll be a runner-up. Okay, so, hey, that looks good. It's right there in front of your eyes, Colorado fan. It's right in front of you. It's right there. We got a lot of football to play left, but that Texas Tech game is huge. If y'all win it, I feel y'all pencil yourself in the Big 12. As long as y'all take care of business the rest of the way. I mean, beat Utah and Kansas and, take care of your business. Now, as far as at-large bids, Notre Dame, I don't know. Y'all got to play Army. I think I like Army in that game. We will see. So right now, if I had to look at it, go to my blog, I'm going to come out with the rankings. I'm going to re-rank these number one teams, the one-loss teams. Matter of fact, do we even have that many one-loss teams? We got, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 one-loss teams to rank. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 undefeated teams remaining. It feels so good to be only one of the 5 teams still undefeated. Let's go, Miami. Let's go. SMU, baby Miami. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the big leagues? BYU, 8-0. Army, 8-0. Indiana, 9-0. Oregon, 9-0. To be honest with you, I'll rate Indiana the number one team in the nation because they looked it better with dealing with their Big Ten schedule than Oregon and Ohio State and Penn State. And they're lying on them if they said their schedules, they haven't played anybody. And they're lying on these boys if they lose a close game to Ohio State and saying they need to be put out of the playoffs. That would be a bold-faced lie. A bold-faced lie. Because you're not penalizing Oregon for barely beating Idaho or barely beating Boise State. Okay? No, don't do that. Boise State is not a Power 5 team. I don't care if they got Genty. I don't care. Don't lie on these boys. Indiana, I hope y'all beat Ohio State on the simple fact they disrespecting you. Because even if y'all lose a close game to Ohio State, you better not penalize them because you're claiming Ohio State is such a ranked team. Y'all claiming they're one of the top 4 teams in the nation. But y'all want to put an undefeated Indiana team out who will lose a close game. To me, that's telling me Indiana, Ohio State, and Oregon are all on the same levels. But Ohio State, don't forget, you had to come back and squeak out a win against Nebraska. And these boys dismantled Nebraska 56-7. So I don't want to hear that. Playoff committee, y'all better not disrespect Indiana right now. Okay? If you did Army like that, okay. I hope Army go in there and knock Notre Dame off so we can get them on out of the way. Get up out of there, Notre Dame. Join the conference. Stop being special. Okay? This ain't the 80s and 90s no more, bro. Stop it. Okay? SMU, are they the number 1 ranked one-loss team? Do you think they could beat Ohio State and Georgia, Tennessee? I'm going to be real. I think Ohio State and Georgia beat SMU, but I think SMU could beat Tennessee, Iowa State, Washington State. Maybe Texas. I don't know. Maybe Texas will lean on them, keep the game short. I think Texas will beat them. I think they'll beat Boise State. They'll beat Notre Dame. I think they'll beat Penn State. They just beat Pittsburgh, gave them that one loss, so we know what they'll do to that. And they beat them handily. So, let's not forget, okay, Ohio State, I don't believe in you. Georgia, y'all got that physical, nasty defense that can win you a championship, even when your quarterback playing bad. So I give y'all that. Tennessee, y'all got a good defense because y'all quarterback be shaky. Okay, you feel me? Miami, the only one ain't got that good certified D yet. I think we getting there, but we got the best offense alive. 87.5% of the time we're going over plus 13 in units if you're betting on the over. All right. Now, ATS spread. If y'all bet next week, this is who y'all might want to bet with. Indiana, they 8-1 against the spread. They only lost you one bet. Minnesota, 7-1-1. They only lost you one bet. Push one. BYU, 7-1 against the spread. They only lost you one bet. Army, 6-1-1 against the spread. They only lost you one bet. Tulane is 7-2. They only lost you two bet. Eastern Michigan, Vanderbilt. Boy, they're my dog. They done got me played this year. Last time they beat Florida on an upset +4 something. Let's go. South Carolina, look at these spreads. 6-2 against these boys getting you money. These are the teams you want to eye and bet with. I'm just being honest. Against the spread. If you like over and unders, I already told you who's the over and under dudes. Iowa, Miami, North Texas, Navy, Ball State, Maryland, Mississippi State, and go over. Maryland primarily. Under, you want to go with under? Houston, they can't score. Florida State, they can't score. Utah, they can't score. Hawaii, they can't score. Washington, they can't score. And what's surprising is Ole Miss, so-called high-scoring offense, they're 2-7, favoring the under. Go figure that, bro. That's it, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. Only thing else I'm finna look at is my soccer updates. I got some soccer parlays every day. We do that every day. We do it every day. Let's see who we got going on. Let's see who we got. Racing Cordoba. 1-0. Chernomore just won 2-1 over Levski Sofia. Varazdin at Hajduk Split. Oh, they just left. Oh no, they losing. That's my dog. They losing. Man, Chester tired. Le Havre about to take a penalty shot. Tatabanya. Huh? That's in Hungary, boy. AS Roma. Come on, Roma. I got you on the play. Come on. Got you on the play. Shouldn't be tired right now. Who else go? Bodo Glimt. They tired. Sporting Crystal. 1-0. I got them on the. Oh, I got them to win by. They ain't gonna win by that. They was 2.5 point favorite. They just chilling. They coasting today. I had a feeling they'd probably do that, but you know, hey, that's why I took their whole ass off on that ticket. You feel me? Who we got today? Let me give y'all some quick picks before I go. I ain't messing with Argentina league. Aldo Civi at San Martin T. That's the primary super final. Yeah. Flamingo. Yeah. Who else you like? Patriotos. America de Cali. Millonarios. Herediano. That's them, boy. Herediano. Boy. Inter Milano. They play today. I like them. Who else I like? Rosenborg. Who else I like? Victoria Guimaraes. Yeah, I like them. I like them. Columbus Crew. I like Columbus Crew, boy. Give me Houston Dynamo. They up 1-0 in the series. They probably gonna bust them on now. We'll holler at the Seattle Sounders. Nice playoff run. We'll holler at you. I like Los Angeles Football Club. Go ahead and knock them out, boy. Yeah, that's it, boy. We out. We out. We out. We out. We out. We out.